Hello, everybody. It's March 13th. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to talk about some of the tickers that we shared yesterday, their performance, and we're going to talk about a few others that I've been looking at. So, today's all about crypto, and then maybe we'll make another video about some of these penny stocks that we've been looking at as well. So, let's get started. All right, so yesterday we talked about a few. Uh, One of the ones that was moving right as we got off the call was Sub. We talked about the Internet 2.0 via blockchain. So I got into it for a little bit. To be honest, I just got out even. Didn't do a continuation, and the volume was kind of low. So I wasn't too strong, too excited about it. You can see here on we're in TradingView now. If you look at the crosshairs, right along this line, it could decide to bounce back up, and that might be a bullish signal. Um, Showing some support. You can see it's already kind of popped in and out on the 2-hour chart. Um, and we can drill in a little more, but I'm not even gonna look at this one much. You can do your own um, research for this stock. I'm sorry, this coin. We're gonna move on. Uh, Another one we talked about yesterday, or we've been talking about the last 3 days, is MCO, Monaco. And the reason I wanted to bring this back up, well, I am out, just officially out for now. I got out, made some money on it, but here, again, it looks very similar to the last one. I think this is, we got Bitcoin rebounding a little bit. Some of these coins are dropping back. Uh, if you see here on the crosshairs again, and it's bouncing up a little bit. The thing I heard about Monaco, and I ordered my card a while back. They made a deal with Visa, and they've been saying they made a deal with Visa for a long time. But I mean, it's a cool company. If you haven't yet, I've already downloaded the app. It's pretty neat. They're gonna send me out a card eventually, but you could spin your crypto just like you would anything else. Swipe your card. It's pretty wild. So again, I like this one again, but I'm not in it. I'm watching. Maybe I'll watch. I tell you, the other one we've been tracking for the last few days has been NCASH. Okay, and we're gonna go back to TradingView because I like the TradingView feel. Um, so you can see NCASH is also bouncing off support. It makes me wonder what's the price of Bitcoin right now. It's at 9,300. So it is rebounding a little bit. Yesterday it dropped, 8,800, something like that. So again, we're bouncing off support. None of these look bearish yet. Okay, so if you're looking at the dailies, some of these just look like pullbacks, and what could be Bitcoin hitting resistance, and if Bitcoin drops again, you're looking at another possible rally. In cash, I've been super excited about the results we've seen with it. I've been following in cash for some time. One of the things we talked about yesterday. So I think when we spoke, it wasn't quite midnight. We were somewhere around here, where the crosshairs are. So I told you guys I didn't like 400. All right, there's a reason. I think there's a lot of just mental conditioning. Like there's something psychological about this resistance. This was resistance yesterday. So I got out at 388. All right, I got out 388. You can see how that lines up right below these 3 bars. It sat there for quite a while, and it could have easily turned down, but it didn't. So as soon as I saw this one right at 405, I knew that it was going to take off. And I'm not a psychic, but that strong resistance now became a strong support. So we'll see. You can kind of see already too that we've also got. It kind of looks like a new support right around 450. We were testing that a minute ago. If I drop back to 2 hours, we're kind of getting right along the moving average. If I drop back farther, yeah, here. So here again, you're kind of getting on the 1 hour charts. It's not necessarily bearish or anything, but we'd like to see it move up. If it happens the same time as last night, it was kind of late. Actually, at 7 in the morning, it spiked all the way to almost 550. So that's pretty good. That's I'm trying to do the math in my head. 40%, pretty easily. But I didn't have any sell limits. I think you know, you see Ripple and some of these things. I got money on this one. If I see it dropping, I'm gonna watch it. If it gets close to 400, you'll see how that support holds up. So we're gonna move on. So we got some new ones today. Actually, we already talked about sub and NCASH. I showed you in TradingView. I kind of like to go through Binance a little bit too, but you can see it's the 4-hour chart. Let's go back to if someone's pulling the trigger. It's nice to look at the 15-minute. So you can see the 15-minute is actually bearish, but if we zoom out a little bit, it even hit 420 today. And again, you can see right here, right at 402 yesterday, right around here. That's when I got out while I was kind of treading water at the 388. I waited till 405, so I was trying to make it safe play. So it's still looks all right now. Let me drag this over. I'm watching this one. So 450, you can see on the outside, maybe 450 will be our new support. But this one can move a lot. It's got a lot of resistance at 5. That doesn't mean at 7 in the morning it won't be at 7. So we'll see what happens. It really probably depends on Bitcoin. So I wanted to go on. We talked about Nano a little bit yesterday. What I wanted to share about Nano, we talked about how it likes to pop, right? I mean, all coins are going to pop. But we talked about yesterday what a bullish signal was. So if you're watching this one, and I'm on the 2-hour charts right now. If you're watching this one, say 4 o'clock today, I think this is right. 4 o'clock today, even at noon, I was watching a little bit. It kind of had a pop, but yeah, 4 o'clock today, it kind of took off. Today's 3:13, right? Sorry. Yeah, so it took off. This is a bullish signal crossing the VWAP. A guy could ride that all the way to the top of the Bollinger Bands, maybe even a little farther, but it's easily going to pop back down to the Bollinger Bands. It's not really looking like it's in a bullish trend yet. It's still staying above this line, so it could easily, trace upwards. We'll see. We'll see where this one goes. I like Nano a lot. We talked about NCASH. There's another company, Elf. I'm not going to talk about them today. One I was going to share with you was Ven. So I think it's an asset management ICO, more or less. And let's just look at, this is the daily chart. So if you look at the daily chart and we just kind of zoom in on today, this one, it's crossed over the VWAP on the daily. I'm expecting to see, this looks like resistance. If you look, there's 3 points. 3 points, 3 points make a line or a trend. So you can see, if it goes over, it's definitely trending up. That's on the daily chart. If we zoom in, let's just zoom in again on the, let's go to 15. So on the 15, it's holding strong. So if you're looking for something, and I like to swing trade because I'm lazy. I don't get in and out of these all day. I don't have the time. If you look, we'll zoom in and out a little further. This is a bad example, but it's definitely in an uptrend. On the 15, it's definitely in an uptrend right now. And I think it's got some moves. It's got some moves to make. We're talking about MCO the other day. I did pretty good. I went from 8 to 11 pretty quick. Here, I think we're talking, let's drop down to the hourly view. So what I wanted to show you was, if we zoom out, and it's hard to show you an hour, on the daily, you can see that it was all the way up to $8. And I'm just rough estimating, maybe $9. And with this, if I zoom in again, we got some potential, easily go up to 6. If you're seeing 6, you're gonna get 6.5. I mean, if it's going up that high, it's gonna go. So we're talking about it's been running for 3 days upwards. Watching it today, just like I sold NCASH yesterday, I was waiting for it to cross the line. So this blue line. It's kind of rough estimate. Maybe if you go into the 12-hour, you can see some of the other resistance. So wow, okay, 12 hours. See, 12 hours taken off. It's probably, if you're looking at the daily, like I said, it's got some room to move. I think it can move to $6 pretty quick, probably 650. So there's a good 20%, 20, 30, 40. So if you want some place to put your money, it doesn't look like a bad one to me, not at all. I think that's going to be it for us today. I don't want to draw things out, but one of the things I want to mention is if you check out, let's check out Sub. Well, maybe I'm not going to say this is a bad call yesterday, but I kind of told you guys it's too high for my taste. It was popping in and out. It kind of looked like a vampire, like it was going to grab hold and bite you. It was too high to buy in. I think when I started looking at it, it was at 62, 63. I didn't even have time to switch accounts to buy on both accounts, so it was moving too fast, too hard to really do a good video analysis before a buy signal. So this one, like one thing I didn't like about it, we'll go over here to we'll go back to Binance. The thing I didn't like about that one was the volume. The volume was rather low yesterday. I don't think it was at 1,000 yet. So the volume's looking a little better, but let's see. You can see the spike, but the volume's not as high as I'd like. Even here, it's only at 1,800. Checking out NCASH. This thing's all the way up to 20,000 Bitcoin, which on Binance means this thing is just flying. And when you look at it, if you zoom out, let's say with the high level, this thing is running 20,000 Bitcoin volume. These levels are only holding 20 Bitcoin in sales. If for some reason a whale moves this thing, if we continue this 20,000 volume, where could it go? This is why crypto is so crazy. It doesn't take 5% of that. Let's say 5% is 1,000. You could wipe out this whole board with 1,000. But it's not going to happen. It's going to go back and forth. People are going to scalp, etc. But I like the volume. If you're going to trade it, get something some volatility. Even here, a good crypto bot could probably make some money. I do have crypto bots, but I tend to make better profits by hand. Although can't always be trading at midnight. So. All right, everyone. This video went a little longer than I thought it would. I think we got a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to cross a few of these off my list tomorrow, and we're just going to cover some buy signals if we have a one tomorrow. So have a good night.